Are you sick of being pushed around? Or being the weakest kid on the block? Ready to get some payback? Fear not, this tutorial will teach you the mechanics and tactics of unarmed and close combat, so you can experience, in my opinion, the best gameplay in State of Decay 2. Close combat can be a bit daunting, especially if you're just learning it, you mess up, and you find yourself in such close range to a zombie. Close combat means that you unequip your melee weapon. It uses knives. Doesn't matter which knife you use, they're all the same. Knives have no stats or durability loss. I prefer the karambit. I just think it looks cool. Close combat is a faster melee attack. Let's start off with dodge. That's hitting the B button, and is your basic defensive move. Before learning the offensive moves, you need to first learn how to avoid being hit. An extension of that is the dodge roll. Hit the sprint or LB button and the B button. This can be used either standing or while stealthed. Used to quickly get behind someone, or for moving around in tight spaces. You can bet if I get into trouble while taking down a plague heart, you'll see me dodge roll right out of that place. The basic melee attack, or the X button, is faster than other melee attacks. You can use it while standing, or while the target is on the ground.
I'm getting good at this.
The shove uses the LB plus the melee attack X. You can shove from the front or behind. If from the front, there's a chance that you could knock them down. If you shove from behind, it's always going to knock them down. The kick, or A button, is a very underrated ability. It can be used to gain distance and daze the target. You can even kick the head when it's on the ground. You get a leg sweep when you kick the target from behind.
Sweep the leg.
Leg sweeps will knock down the target. Standing execute while facing uses the Y button. This can be used offensive or defensively. It's defensive if they're on you and you need a quick reaction. It stops their attack. Think of it as catching the zombie. Activate the button before they're there and hold. You'll beat them to the punch. Your stealth kill uses the Y button from behind. You can do this standing or while crouched. While crouched, you can also utilize the sprint while stealth function. While standing and they're on the ground, you have a quick execute. If in a crouch stealth mode, then you have this cool little knee in the back thing. Grappling uses the RT button. You can grab them from the front or behind. You can even pick them up off the ground. It's a close quarter control move. You can even use them as a shield. RT plus A operates as a grapple throw. They'll go to the ground, or knock any other zombies in their way down. One thing you can do is to back up and let the zombies get in kind of a line so that you can knock down as many as you want. Quick execute is a standing execute that comes out of a grapple move. RT to grapple, and then once they've turned around, hit X. If they're not fully turned around, then it'll turn it into a regular execute from the front. The flying strike uses an LB plus the A button. If there's enough distance, it'll do a jump kick. If in close, it'll do a drop kick knee type thing. And if they're on the ground, it'll be this WWE thing. Hordes are fun because you can really put it all together. You can grapple throw, quick execute, dodge roll. I like to continually circle the pack That way it keeps them all in one place.
I mean, really,
Yeah.
explore the space.
Okay.
I like what I'm hearing. Roll it.
And I know they're not behind me. You can dodge and back out for a few seconds if you need to get more stamina in a long fight. See how many you can knock over in a line. Really just have fun with it. As long as you keep moving, you're good to go. There is no rush, so take your time. Pick them off as you need to. And eventually it's going to be last man standing.
There can be only one.
Screamers are pretty straightforward. You can leg sweep them. You can even grapple these no-arm pests. Your jump kick is probably your best bet, so you can interrupt them quicker. Bloaters are pretty straightforward as well. You just have to bait them into running after you. Once they start running, you have them. Ferals are easier than you would think. It helps that this is a fast attack. You can pretty much stun lock them. If they back out and reset, you do the same thing. Be reactive to the feral. Let him come to you and then stun lock. If you get out of sync, dodge out and reset. Multiple ferals at a time can be an issue. I suggest letting them both attack and then go after the trailing one. But you're going to have to learn the dance of cut and dodge. Close combat can be surprisingly effective against Juggernauts as well, though it does take a little bit more practice. It's the same dodge and cut. Because of the speed, you're less likely to get caught in an animation before you can dodge. Just keep whittling away and wear him down. I hope you were able to get something out of this and that your love for close combat is even greater. I'll catch you in the next one.